suffer from different things. We all have our own issues, some more than others.
Got a lot of them.
No, but we're going to talk about how cosplay has helped us through our own personal issues and how it can actually help you. And we'll actually get into how you can help others with theirs through cosplay. So first we'll introduce ourselves. Start with this lovely lady.
Oh God. I'm Haley. I'm a potato. Yes, potatoes for the win.
I'm Steve Griffin.
Michael.
Chelsea cosplay. Yay! Oh, it's mine now.
I smell like butt.
So let's start with Haley.
Oh God.
So tell us how you got into cosplay and in what ways do you think it's helped you?
Okay. I started out cosplay through, I first was modeling, but I was always the weird one because I liked to bring strange costumes to my shoots, and I was the big nerd, and they're like, you're weird, and I'm like, well, poop on you, and so I did what I want, but then I figured out there's a thing called cosplay, so I was able to combine the two things that I love most, modeling and dressing up, into one, and that's how this began for me. But it was very uncomfortable for me, though, through modeling, because it made me feel bad and made me feel weird. So I didn't have a lot of friends in that community or in high school. I had maybe one friend in high school because I was always weird and the awkwardly social one. So I never really talked a lot, and I still have a hard time talking to others and making friends because I'm a very, very shy person. And when I'm not shy, I ramble on because I get nervous, and that's what I'm doing now. So cosplay has helped me. Yes, cosplay has helped me go out there and make new friends and all these lovely people and all of you, and it's really fun, and it's good to make new friends. That's it.
That's all she has to say.
Yes.
Let's see, I started about 3 years ago. I started because I have pretty crippling social anxiety disorder, and I was basically told the only way to really, you'll never get over it, but the best way to combat it is by kind of forcing yourself into social situations. I love comic books and superheroes, I always have, and I thought to myself, well, if I can put on a mask, maybe that will help me talk to people more. So it did, it worked brilliantly, and it's translated over into my normal life. So cosplay has actually helped me immensely, because now I can actually talk to people face to face, and that's something 3 years ago, if you told me I'd be on a stage in front of people, I would have screamed and ran away. But I'm able to do it now, just based on not only doing it, but the community that's been super supportive to me and helped me through it. So that's mine.
I started in 2012. I really started cosplaying just for the love of Halloween. Actually, this was my very first convention in 2012 ever, and the more I started doing it, the more I got into doing charity work and with it, and then the more I started creating more of my own costumes and stuff. With me, it's more physical. I have sickle cell, and I found out that before my outlet was the gym. That was the only thing that really would make me feel better physically. When it got to the point where I really couldn't go to the gym and work out as hard as I wanted to make me feel that way, I found that cosplaying and creating, having that creative side, it actually helped. It was kind of weird. I mean, I still feel the same almost, but when I'm creating, it's almost like my mind is put in a different place. So for me, that's how cosplay has helped me.
Okay. I started back in 2010. I was just like modifying costumes. Now I try to make as much as I possibly can, but like I really feel like cosplay has really helped develop me as a person, because like as Haley was talking about before, like I didn't have many friends in high school either. Like I was like the nerdy one or the quiet one that nobody really acknowledged. But like I feel like I was really shy too, but like cosplay really helps like open me up as a person. Like it's made me like create many new friends, and honestly, I don't know where I would be without it. Like, it's just changed my life so dramatically for the good, and like, it's just really awesome to be able to express yourself and to create these things. And because I used to draw a lot, and once I found out that people actually dressed up and came to a convention in costumes, my mind was blown. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, I can actually make costumes and not just draw them, because I used to look at my drawing and be like, man, I wish I could like pull this out and wear it. But I mean, then I found out cosplaying was a thing, so yep, that's a little bit about me.
I always say, like, cosplay is a really social hobby full of socially awkward people. All different walks of life. And it really is kind of like what you said, like when you were a kid and you would put on your glasses and you were invisible to everyone then. It's the same thing. When you put on a costume, you're almost invisible to anything and everything. You know, you become that totally different person, so you get to open up a little bit more. It's kind of like being drunk, too.
Yeah.
Without doing really well sometimes.
Not doing that.
But,
Yeah, I'm a lot more outgoing in costume. Like, if you talk to me normally, I'm going to be like, hi, how are you? How's your day going? And then cosplay, I'm just like, hi, friend! Like, I'm super, like, out there and everything. So it definitely changes you.
what would you guys say is there a moment that you guys can remember that will stick with you that, like, I'll give you an example. So we were doing a costume contest a year ago, and it was a kids costume contest, and there was a 7-8-year-old boy who got on stage, and the host gave him the mic, and he grabbed the mic and he just started blabbering. I mean, it was gibberish. But comes to find out, his dad was just bawling in the crowd, bawling. And comes to find out that he was a non-speaking autistic. And that was the first time he ever spoke, was up on that stage in front of this group. And ever since then, the only time he actually speaks is when he's in a costume. And that to me was just like really inspiring. From a kid, that inspired me. So is there like a specific moment that you've seen or witnessed that through cosplay that it's inspired you?
One moment that inspired me was when I had a little girl come up to me, and I was in my gender bend Nightwing, and she was so excited because she loved the character, but she was glad that I did a female twist on it, because she's like, I love these characters, but I'm a girl, but I don't want to be a boy. I want to be a girl version of it. And she was just so excited, and she hugged me, and she was just so happy. She's like, you're my hero. And I was like, wow, that's super awesome, because I didn't know that kids struggled with that. And I was like, just do what you want. Like, make it however you want. You do what makes you happy.
And to go with that, the community, I mean, how many people have been within the cosplay community for more than 2 years? Okay. The cosplay community is seriously one of the most supportive communities I've ever seen. It's incredible. I mean, yes, you do have your bad apples and your bad seeds, but for every one, I would say there's 100 just like-minded, supportive people. And I know with issues, I wish Alexis was here. But with issues like that, that's really awesome to hear.
It made me feel good.
I have two, if that's okay.
No.
One.
2 years ago, I was at a convention as a guest, and I had my banner. They didn't have things behind us to hang them on, so it was kind of hanging off the front of my table.